Good day, everyone. You're welcome to this week's Business and Investment Tips program, a production of RCCG Christ Church Radio with Ayodeji Ebo, an investment professional. This week, the focus is on Nigeria's consumer credit scheme. Last week, President Bola Tinubu approved the takeoff of the first phase of the Nigerian consumer credit scheme. To facilitate this initiative, the federal government set up the Nigerian Consumer Credit Corporation (Credit Corp), for which the government has allotted 100 billion naira in the 2024 budget. The one mission of the Credit Corp is to accelerate consumer credit access to 50% of working Nigerians by 2030. This mission will be accomplished by 1. Fixing the structural barriers to accessing consumer credit in Nigeria, and 2. Catalyzing the market with capital, guarantees, and policy. The Credit Corp, including its consumer credit guarantee funds, will work closely with the Central Bank of Nigeria, the financial sector, industry management companies, credit registries, fintechs, consumer protection, and policymakers on this mission. The institution has been set up to achieve the following objectives. 1. Strengthen Nigeria's credit reporting system, ensuring economically active citizen has a dependable credit score. A credit score is a numerical representation of an individual's credit worthiness based on their past borrowings and repayment history. The higher the score, the more likely they are to pay back a loan on time. This score becomes the personal equity you build, facilitating access to consumer credit. 2. Offer credit guarantees and wholesale lendings to financial institutions dedicated to broadening consumer credit access. 3. Promote responsible consumer credit pathway to improve quality of life, fostering a cultural shift towards growth and financial responsibility. Now, what is the process of obtaining this loan? The Nigerian Consumer Credit Corporation (Credit Corp) has launched a portal for Nigerians to express interest in receiving consumer credit. Working Nigerians interested in receiving consumer credit can visit www.creditcorp.ng to express interest. The scheme will be rolled out in phases, and the portal is expected to open shortly via their partner financial institutions and close on May 15, 2024. The first phase will include 1. Federal civil servants via the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System (IPPIS). 2. State civil servants following a direct debit mandate from each state's bank. 3. White-collar workers and informal workers, gig economy, with trackable cash flows. The risk will be mitigated via the Global Standing Instruction (GSI) system, direct debit mandate, and automated account sweeps for their banks and FMBs. The GSI is a policy that allows banks to debit the accounts of loan holders in other banks to settle defaults. Phase 2, which is projected to start in May 2025, will be extended to the general public based on 2 full iterations of the credit register, credit scoring, GSI system, direct debit mandate, and automated account sweeps. More work is needed for Credit Corp to achieve significant impact. This initiative is laudable as over 32% of Nigerian adults, or 39 million Nigerians, currently rely on informal sources of financial assistance based on a 2023 survey conducted by Enhancing Financial Innovations and Access (EFINA). Also, the risk mitigants look impressive and should minimize default rates. However, the applicable interest rate and tenor were not stated, nor was the maximum amount an individual is open to apply for. One major concern with the structure of Credit Corp is that it needs a big balance sheet to be able to guarantee loans. It would continue to rely on the federal government to provide capital for this. Considering the federal government is already running large fiscal deficits, Credit Corp would lack access to the capital to scale its impact. This means many Nigerians will remain locked out of the credit system. Instead, Credit Corp's main priority should be creating structures that will help more Nigerians to access banking credit by working with the CBN and banks. This should focus on improving the credit risk profiling system to enable Nigerians without formal jobs to access credit without its guarantee. The credit loan system being implemented by Credit Corp will mostly benefit those who already have access to loans. Nigerians deserve to access credit without the permission and guarantee of Credit Corp, and this should be their most important goal. Thank you for listening. Please join us same time next week for another exciting and interesting session. For questions, comments, and feedback, kindly forward to ebo.ayodeji@gmail.com or send an SMS to 070-82463747. Stay blessed.